So now we're going to go to, let's see, what are we going to go to? I'm shocked by that. I've never been so offended by anything, and I'm surprised that Saturday Night Live got away with that. So right now we're going to search the Social Injustice Warriors YouTube. We're going to go right onto it. Since now he says I'm cyber stalking him, and he goes out of his way to take all my material, just going to go take it back from him. So be patient with me while I move down this list of crap and nonsense so I could get to the video that I actually need to play here. I hate to prolong this anymore because it's already 2.5 hours long. And continuing from last episode, you can see how this evolved and went from V saying how great I was, how much of a credit I was to his channel. And now you'll see how his tune has changed when he's surrounded by a bunch of other people and I've, ignored him. So, okay. Let's get right into that. It's called Angel Confronts Mick Foley. And for some reason, Brian Danovich called in. It's got 2,904 views. It was 7 months ago. And this was the first of.
Live. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? I am the Social Injustice.
I'm not going to talk over it because there's a lot of people be talking.
The culturally inappropriate Pedro at your service.
And
you gotta pay.
Man, it is quite. We have quite a show tonight. There's been a lot of interesting things that have taken place in the last week or so that need to be addressed.
Oh man!
And some of them, you yourself are only just hearing about, or only just learning about, as I just found out.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty crazy. I honestly barely know what's happening at all because I'm completely off of Facebook.
I know. Well, that's smart for you. You live a happier life that way. Unfortunately, I have to promote my shitty brand and be told that I'm an asshole.
How is that different from any other day?
Well, I don't promote anything in real life. I don't go around and be like, "Hey, dude, check out my channel."
You mean you don't go up to random people and say, "Like us on Facebook"?
No. The only reason, the friends that I had in my old job found out about what I did because I had to show them a certain video on somebody. I think it was Polly and they were like, "Oh, you have a channel?" And that's kind of how that happened. But I try to keep this life secret from everything else going on in my actual life. But a lot has happened, not just in the world, but also in our own lives. Specifically, you are a fucking dad, dude.
Yep.
Is that all you have to say about that?
Well, what the fuck am I supposed to say? I'm a dad. What the fuck did dad say?
Well, they make really lame jokes, so I guess you've come to the right channel. A lot's happened in the past week or so, and let's just fucking get into it. Let's just get straight into it. Angel has given a bit of a hiatus from the channel for the time being. We don't know how long that lasts. I'm currently in the middle of having a new logo made for this channel, or at least for this podcast. So hopefully within a couple of minutes that will be finalized and we'll be able to see a nice background for this. Either way, I want to say big thank you to SoCal Chris. He's been a hell of a help going out of his way to work on the graphics and whatnot. I should also pull up the chat right now. That would probably be a smart thing to do. When you go about doing that. You shut the fuck up. Are you sitting here eating chips, man? We have important shit to talk about. You're just going to sit here and eat chips?
Hey, Keemstar ate popcorn. Why can't I eat chips?
Well, Keemstar's
Sorry, I'm
also
putting
an
you guys
asshole.
through
If
this.
that's your fucking...
It's really just a
if
terrible,
that's your
awful
aspiration,
show.
then that's just... I think you've come to the wrong channel. We have a different mentality of the route we want to go here. And everyone in the chat, I was asked, where's Brian Zane? Brian Zane will be coming on tomorrow. We will be having Brian Zane on tomorrow.
Word.
So in the meantime, anyone who knows Angel, Angel's come to this channel a few times. She was a member of this channel up until I think about last week. And she has always recanted the same story, that Mick Foley, as well as several other names, either molested her or consensually raped her, which sounds very weird. Sagittary rape is the proper term, when she was younger. And I will also stop saying this is just, it's a weird thing to talk about. And it's very, very eye-opening. Go ahead.
I mean, like, it's hard to see Mick Foley in that sort of light because, I mean, he is known as, like, the nicest guy in wrestling. So, but I mean, again, I understand that was, like, back, a long time ago.
I think for a lot of people, Mick Foley is actually wrestling's Tom Hanks. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, pretty much.
So, like, a lot of people think of Mick Foley in really high esteem. And Spider Zero, yes, she did, and I actually have the video here to show everybody today. That she wanted to do for a while. She talked about confronting Foley on several in New York. She wanted to do something similar to what she ended up doing. Through message and through Facebook to try and come on the stream. I have some questions that I think a lot of us would either like asked or just give some clarification, and also what she hopes to achieve with her hashtag, with her trend and everything. And I believe that what she told me initially was for Mick Foley, who, once again, this is fact, is the head of an incest and rape survivor, whatever. He seems as a very public figure for them, and she would like him to step down from that position, from what I understand.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at the live chat right now. No, they're not Doritos. They're just the ghetto-ass, like, UTZ Utz, like, chips. 99 cents, bro.
Hey. Don't give away that free publicity. All right?
Listen, man, in the ghetto, this is what you gotta eat, man, because it's 99 cents. I don't got like the fucking $3.69 or the $4.56.
This is just him leading up to stealing my live stream and playing the whole thing out, and then trying to tell people that I filmed the video for his fucking channel.
I'm an environmentalist, okay? I support the green.
We have the footage of Angel confronting Mick Foley on some level. We talked, like I said, we will be playing this after I'm done fucking speaking, so I'm sorry you have to hear my voice. But several times, this was something that she wanted to do for a while. She wanted to go up to him wearing a sign of sorts, and I think it's her husband and her daughter in this video. That's what's going on. With basically the same things that she said that she wanted to put on the signs. She went about doing this herself. Originally, this video was going to be exclusively for this channel.
No, it wasn't.
Try to get her message out there more, try to help her get a little bit more publicity.
We've been doing these videos for a long time, kid.
I managed to get these other things. This is really where I'm about to play them for you guys now, in the order that I believe that they have it. So this is going to get really bizarre. And I want to say, anybody who doesn't like cursing or doesn't like...
Again, he had no right to use it.
awkward situations. This may be
And
the
after
time
he
to,
did, he
turn things
reported
off.
my
This is,
live stream on
make it a
Facebook
bit weird.
and had it taken down
Let's
so that he could be the only one
like
playing.
weird.
Let somebody does. And then I'll be able to play the video. Just give me 1 second. And these videos range from, like, I think one video, the first one is like, 30 seconds or whatnot. But then the next one is 8 minutes.
The first one was my husband's shot video. So is he going to say that my husband also agreed to film a video for his channel?
In like full length.
Yeah, let's hear him say that one.
About today, but I think this is the major thing that we're going to be speaking on. We're just gonna get into this. It might take some time, but I'm gonna try to do this for you guys. I got the first video up. Once again, it's only about like 30, maybe 40 seconds long. Not really a big deal. But the next couple seconds, the next couple videos is where it really gets strange. And I'm just gonna let the chat have their own opinion for these videos. We'll discuss them.
Yeah, because that was for
Also,
him
this
to
is
do.
my first time seeing these videos. I have not seen these videos, so
That's why
people out there.
you know about the situation at first. So
Yeah, I know about the situation, but I haven't seen the videos.
Yeah. All right, let me just double check. Is it presented to everyone?
So then he took my daughter's shot also. This is my daughter's shot video. Is he going to say that she filmed it for his channel as well?
For you guys.
Hmm.
This is Foley
Interesting.
was doing, I think, a book signing here for his. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. It's right behind them. It says it right here. Foley was doing a book signing. For
I thought
his,
I told
book.
him all about it, yet he doesn't know the
Skank or
details,
whatever.
right? His story changes every couple seconds if
Yeah,
you listen to him.
This is where she is. She's outside that location, and let me just pull up the chat so I could follow with you guys. I want to make sure that you guys could hear and everything. If there's a sound or an audio issue, let me know. It might be because of my headphones, and in which case I will take them off.
Or it might be because you're stealing someone's video.
I can't hear anything.
Can't hear anything? All right, hold on 1 second. Let me. All right, ready, guys? Better?
Okay, I can hear it. Yeah.
Okay.
Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, at the Woodbridge bookstore, where today, Cactus Jack, also known as Mick Foley, will be doing a book signing, releasing his new book, See, pouring all this sit on his lap. It's an artist we're not going to pay for, and we have a lot to say. So we're just going to take everything we have to say and take it across the street and let all these people in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania know exactly what kind of person Mick Foley is.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
Okay. The plot
Like I said,
thickens.
Like I said, this was a short video. The next couple ones are where it gets very strange. Pedro, I'm going to mute you. Can you mute yourself, Ek? Yeah, thank you. Awesome. All right, so chat is asking me what's going on because I guess a lot of you guys just got here. Angel, who is in the video, who is going to be in the next few videos that you see as well, has basically said that Mick Foley, Mankind, Cactus Jack, Dude Love, whoever you know him as, has essentially sexually assaulted her, or sexually, I'm sorry, not assaulted, molested her when she was younger. It was statutory, but she was underage. This is the claim that she's made, and this is the claim that she has made for a long time. And I wanna clarify that. That's not a new allegation. This isn't something that she just made up recently. This is something that she's been saying for a very long time, and she stuck by that story. There's also this really bizarre thing where she, I think she had a pair of mixed tights, a pair of Cactus Jack's tights, which she, I'm trying to remember everything verbatim here, but I believe that she had Mick Foley's Cactus Jack tights from ECW, and she was trying to sell them on eBay at one point in time, and they would not allow her. I also tried to get her on this podcast today. She's not speaking to me. I have no way of really contacting her right now. So that's what's going on. I hope I filled everybody in. God damn it, Thrax. Okay, so we're gonna go to this next part. God damn it, chat. Here's what's happening. Angel is visiting Mick Foley in Pennsylvania right now. Because she's a friend, she's going to basically accuse him to his face, or at least attempt to, of molesting her when she was younger. And this is right outside his book signing right now, as you can see, St. Mick, whatnot. This is one of many, so I hope everybody's seated. I hope all asses are in seats, because the next couple of videos are a little bit lengthy, but
none of which he had permission to use.
Really up there in the weird.
I stress this. None of this was shot for his
stop
channel. None of it. He keeps stressing that to try to cover himself up, but you know, he's not. No one shot shit for his channel. You all seen the video yesterday of the last episode, and he was cut off.
She's not somebody who's trying to jump on any kind of a bandwagon here. She's been making videos about this, most of which have been taken down because of the accusation of bullying and stuff like that. So, while I can't validate her claims because I wasn't there, I was hardly in existence at that time. I can say that this is something that she's said for a very long time. And from the first time that she ever came on my stream, if you guys were listening, back when it was nothing, which not that it's huge now, but she's been making the same claims then too.
So this is a song that he started singing.
I hope everybody's
wait until you hear
I'm going to stop talking
his
now,
later
and we're just
song.
going to jump into the next one. We're going to jump into this next video. Once again, I know that these are a little lengthy, some of them.
Yeah, jump into the next video that's not yours, that you have no rights to.
I want everyone to know about this.
And if you can't read that sign, it says, "There's no excuse for child abuse. Sex with a 15-year-old equals pedophile." And I believe, can't say for sure, but I believe that that is Angel's husband carrying that sign.
That is not my husband. Wrong again.
Very windy out here.
And I guess he disagrees with that comment. Is it okay to have sex with a 15-year-old? There's some kind of argument against that.
Oh, you better keep all your daughter's jaws away from this pedophile Santa Claus balls. Here we are, in front of
Read this sign. God damn it, it is so fucking pixelated. Give me a second. God, my name is Angel Amoroso. Mick Foley had sex with me when... Again.
and here we are.
My name is Angel Amoroso. Mick Foley had sex with me when I was a 15-year-old child.
Still, he's reading the name wrong.
Yes, failure. That is exactly what's being said right now. Basically...
That's what was said before on your
Angel's
show.
accusing Mick Foley of molesting her as a child for years now. This is something that she's posted all over Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. I've seen several of her videos get taken down for it. She's saying that she was 15 years old at the time. I never understood, and I'm gonna maybe I'll get in trouble for saying this, but the thing I've never understood about her story is that from what she said, it seems like the bigger influence more than Mick Foley was Paul Heyman. And I hate to say that, but again, these are all allegations, these are all accusations, and I can't obviously say if they're true or false. I wasn't in the room, so that's what's going on. Hope everyone's caught up, and just continue to let's just go further down this rabbit hole. Let's see how deep it goes. Let's just get sad. Let's just all get really, really sad today.
And we're going to see exactly how long it takes us getting attention for everyone to see Moses as usual, and knowing what type of person this man is.
A clearer version of this video is back up on my Facebook if anyone would like to take a look at it. Yeah, it's still up.
And he's ignoring us. Like,
Okay, so before she continues, have you guys ever seen that SpongeBob episode where SpongeBob's like, Mr. Krabs is in there. The Krusty Krab is unfair. Like, she does all of that. She has the rhyme scheme, and just, like, I swear to you, she has, like, bars that, like, pedophilic rappers, like, wouldn't even get into.
everyone else. So that everyone who passes by can see. Anyone who comes to come in can read the information from here and know that Cactus Jack, also known as Big Foley, Cactus Jack is nothing but a child molester. Him and his friends in professional wrestling had sex with me from the time I was 12 years old. Big Foley had sex with me when I was 14, 15 years old in the state of Pennsylvania. And now he's here with his new book, advertising his new book, St. Nick, luring small children to come sit on his lap here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And we're here to tell him exactly what we think about him and his child.
I just want to say that the care package has been dropped.
Have you missed any of this? You've missed this?
No, I took this with me.
Oh, okay. Very good, very good.
That he's an appropriate representative for a rape and incest organization, and we think that he should immediately step down
I
from
still
his
stand
position,
by it.
since
I
he
still
is
stand
the
by it.
abuser, and he is the victimizer. This man should not be allowed to be around children and counsel rape and incest victims. He's the one who makes victims. And this has to stop, and it's got to stop right now. Bring your children in there. Watch when she sits on his lap. You might have a battery acid coming out. Watch your young daughter's jaws around this pedophile Santa Claus. This Saint Nick made me suck his dick when I was just a child. So
You remember when I said the Krusty Krab thing? Right?
Yeah.
Right? You guys get
Yeah.
it now. She had it. She has it down. I got to be really honest with you. This has made not just me. Like, I'm glad it's like I've talked to a couple other people who have watched it, and it's not just me. This made everybody who's fucking seen this uncomfortable. And I'm sure there's a bunch of people who will be like, "Yeah, that's the point." But like, I don't. I'll get it. I'll get it.
The thing is that like, well, we understand that that's the point, but the main
No,
idea,
you don't.
the main
You got
thing is that,
Krusty Krabs
you
in
know,
your crotch, and you need to shut the fuck
you
up.
have to
if you
remember
don't get
that it shatters your, your how you perceive this individual, because this isn't something we ever thought Mick Foley would ever do, and that we're not saying he did or didn't, but just to hear something like this, it's a little uncomforting, because it's like,
Also, more importantly, and I don't want to get 100% into how I feel about this until we fully dissected all of this. But personally, my big thing is she's sitting here, and you're going to see more of this. But she's talking like there's kids going up to meet this guy, and I get that you want to keep the kids away, but you don't do it by fucking scarring them. It's like, okay, I'm going to save this kid from getting raped allegedly by telling him he's going to get raped.
allegedly.
I'm going to scar them mentally instead. Foley made me suck his dick, and don't sit on St. Dick's lap, and and it's just it's hard for me to feel bad for you, because I feel like you are just making more problems for yourself, and I feel like there's a way to go about things, and there's such a thing as peaceful protest, and this is not it. You are not gonna cursing up a storm where there's fucking kids talking about how they're dick sucking and shit like that. Come on, man. People say that I'm a fucking asshole, but you have to understand that there's a fucking line that you do and you don't cross.
There's like, I don't want to be a politically correct fucking asshole, but you're supposed to have
he
some
just
kind
wants
of
to keep
filter
acting
and
like
fucking-
he's pro-children
I mean,
and
at least for the kids,
anti-pedophile,
you know, like,
when we know
like, I
damn
don't
right
think,
well
like,
that he's
yeah,
not.
you know, you want to protect them and you want to warn people, but
This
like,
guy shouldn't even
you know,
be talking.
you don't
Nobody even
wanna-
fucking knows who
you
you
know,
are.
there's
Shut up.
better ways of putting it more eloquently than to just like scream in people's face and say, that man made me suck his cock.
Yeah, you remember the Rude Boy Riley thing, dude? If I wanted to keep kids away from Riley, right, I would not
Here it
be
goes
out
back
there
to him.
saying, Riley fucks kids! Get the fuck away from this guy!
He's gonna touch your pee-pee.
That would be hilarious if I did it that way. I'm just fucking running up to people like I'm the end of the world, like fucking.
Because it's his place to do that, right?
I'm like, Riley's
He's
gonna fuck
Mr.
with your
Hero.
kids. You need to get out of here. Actually, I'm upset
Fuck
that I didn't
out
do
of
that.
here.
We should
But
have.
my point is, there's a way you go about things. See, when Riley was the whole pedophile thing, when he was when he had child porn or whatever it was, and infant porn, right? When he was caught with that video, my goal was to entertain, to be funny, but to get the message out. So this way, this motherfucker isn't getting booked anywhere in the near future. He's not gonna be around.
They stretched
anybody's
out
kids.
what could have been
You could have done the
47
same thing.
minutes
You
to
could have
like
made
2.5
video
hours to talk
addressing
about
Nick-
Yo,
nonsense.
the only place he's gonna be able to wrestle is in ICP wrestling.
No, I don't. ICP doesn't support
The
pedophilia.
fuck is he
they're
talking about?
They're scumbag lowlifes, but they have standards.
Moron.
We have standards. There's just like one line above.
And besides, Angel works with ICP, so she wouldn't allow pedophiles near them. That's not a joke either. She's worked with ICP a few times.
So what?
I mean,
The fuck's that got to
like
do with
ICPs,
anything?
they're not bad people. They're just really dumb.
Yes, I agree with that.
And you're a fucking genius.
I think that they're fucking hypocritical. Is my whole thing. They're like, man, you go out there and you shoot people and blah blah blah, and then when it's like, okay, so you go out there and you've literally gone on an interview with people to do this. They're like, nah, man, you know we're just being.
I don't believe I got to sit through this.
You can't play it both ways, like
No, but really, dude, how do magnets work?
fucking magnet.
But how else would you get to see it without me showing it to you like this? So
the first time I heard
let
that,
them
I
keep
fucking
making
almost
fools
pissed
out of
myself
themselves. And then
Oh,
you
bro,
can see it
you know how I remember how I was like telling
that ICP does not know how magnets work.
bro.
I
you
know
remember
I
how,
said I wouldn't
was,
talk
trying
over
to,
this, but
explain to
it's
you
kind of
what
like, would you
logical
rather
fallacies
hear
are?
me say nothing or
when I
them
was in,
say
when I was in school, my
whatever
my
it is
professor
they're
literally
saying?
said, like, if you want to learn about logical fallacies, just watch
fucking
ICP.
ridiculous?
I won't go to that. I won't go to that fucking school where the people are telling you to stop and punch so goddamn loud.
How to stop what?
Crunching your chips loud.
These chips are good, man. And you know what do you want me to do when like I'm an environmentalist?
All right, well mute yourself at the time being so we could go on with these video.
Fine.
And hey, by
Motherfuckers.
the time you unmute yourself, I want you to be done with that goddamn bag of chips,
It's a pretty big bag of chips.
motherfucker.
I'm gonna
This is what
need
they
some
do. They
encouragement. I'll be
smoke
back.
weed and drink and eat
Alright.
and fart and jerk off during their podcast. It's
All right, sorry,
ridiculous.
guys, I know we get off
And
topic a
now
little bit here,
they're
but
cyber stalking
let's
me.
See,
Yeah,
look,
yeah. Let's
that's
continue
it,
with the
they want
cyber
chips
stalking.
now. Just like that, I have made somebody money. Somebody's gonna go get some chips. There you go, free advertising. You're welcome.
We have
Really
no
thinks too much
sponsors,
of
but
himself.
if you want to sponsor us, we'll tell people to eat your chips.
Oh God, shut up!
All right, let's get on with this fucking shit.
Bring your children.
Yeah, I'm gonna rewind it just a little bit, just because I know that she was in the middle of speaking. So.
Guys, watch. Fully practice.
I stand with Angel Amoroso. I stand with Angel Amoroso. Sagittary rape is rape. Something child molesters.
He's still saying
It sounds like the
Amoroso
worst,
wrong.
like,
And what's the argument in the
The
comments?
worst Family Guy Star Wars parody ever. Something child molesters.
A child molester. Him and his friends in professional wrestling had sex with me from the time I was 12 years old. And Foley had sex with me when I was 14, 15
Notice
years
he's
old.
replaying this to make it longer.
And now he's here with his new book, advertising his new book, Saint Nick, luring small children to come sit on his lap here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And we're here to tell him exactly what we think about him and his child molesting friends. We don't think that he's an appropriate representative for a rape and incest organization.
He doesn't even realize that he's replaying the same exact thing.
Since he is the abuser and he is the victimizer, this man should not be allowed to be around children and counsel rape and incest victims. He's the one who dates victims. And this has to stop, and it's got to stop right now. Bring your children in there.
I don't know what it is that's being disagreed with here. If you disagree with this, there's something wrong with you.
Around this pedophile Santa Claus. This Saint Nick made me suck his dick.
There were no children around when I said
was
that.
just a child. So
Okay, so for
Not
the
one.
chat question, the story goes, and I'm trying to remember verbatim here, but something along the lines that Angel was essentially in a relationship with Paul Heyman since she was 13, and she was, I guess, in her, once again, I can't, in her fucking, in her story, and I don't want to just call it a story because that's, in these allegations,
In her words.
right? Thank you. I'm trying to dance around so I'm not too much of a dick on either side here. But in her words, in her allegations, she basically was pimped around the ECW locker room as a child. She was a ring rat. From everything that you hear about behind the scenes ECW, that sounds like it could have been accurate, but it's the age thing that's
Whoever
something that was done
fucking
with
said
grown
anything
women.
about ECW, but go on,
But
idiot.
I haven't heard this story of a child. Angel's the only one of that caliber, I guess. Again, I don't want to say the story is true or the story is false because, once again, was not in the ECW locker room back then. You could take a look back at your ECW tapes, but I guarantee you will not find me in any of them.
if you don't like to bring your children in, free to. No cursing, no profanity. This is a peaceful protest, and we just want people to know exactly what kind of person that man in there is. And what he did to me, and what he's probably doing to a bunch of other children, you don't know. But you're going to bring your children in there to sit on his lap, that's up to you. But I'm letting you know, that man in there had sex with me when I was underage. He has no right to be around children at all. He has no right to counsel rape and incest victims when he himself is the predator. You're not supposed to let people like this around your children. Mick Foley is a child molester. Don't let these people around your children. They don't give a fuck about Mick Foley.
Not one child on the street.
You need to know. You know what? You're about me. And we don't give a fuck about him so much that we're going to let everyone know. And everywhere that you decide to appear, we'll be here. Christina J will be here. Timothy Theory will be here. John Rankin will be here. Patrick Walsh will be here. And these won't be the only people.
Oh my God. Wow. You know what's really bad about this? And not to be a fucking dick, but these are the exact type of people that you would have expected to be out with Angel. The story. There's more things that have happened, and it's going to get more bizarre as this goes on. There's 4 minutes left in this fucking video.
Like,
Sorry,
you
4
wouldn't even
minutes
know
and
me to
however
make
many
a
seconds
comment
left in
like
this
this,
fucking
by the
video.
way.
And then we have
Go on.
another video, which is 20 minutes long, and I assure you it's worth every fucking minute of that. It's insane. Holy shit.
Here, we'll get a lot more supporters because they all know that you're nothing but a scumbag.
And there's also more to this story on a personal level as well. I'm not going to spoil anything. Just stick around and you'll see.
These people here can ignore all they want. But all the passing by traffic can see what it is you did to me. And what I'm not going to opportunity to. Everyone, Mick Foley is a child molester. Mick Foley had sex with.
Okay, I have to actually take a detour from this because we actually have Brian Danovich calling in. Brian, what's going on, man?
Hey, man, I just want to say I'm hanging in there, man, and I'm gonna do my best, and I hope I get out of here, and then we'll do some really good projects, and I can be myself again.
Dude, absolutely, 100%.
Are we on?
Yeah, we're live right now, man.
Yeah, I told you I was cool, and I can't stay on longer. I think the interview I did was really good. You've been a really good friend to me, and say, even off there, you've just really been there for me, and I appreciate it. I've only known you for a few months, but you really have become like my little brother, so I'm going through some rough times, and I'm going to get through this, and you and I are going to do some great things together.
Absolutely, 100%, brother. But you know what? That's always.
I know I said I wouldn't talk over this, but every few minutes I will, so that I can call it a review.
Percent. The problem is, I told you before. The problem is that you can endure too damn much. So you just do it. You just endure and you endure and you endure. You gotta get better, man.
I'm reviewing my video being stolen, rebroadcasted, and used to harass me with. Keep listening.
And I'm a little embarrassed that the people hear me like this, but people struggle sometimes, and I was very upbeat last time, I know, and I did, a lot of, the problem is I was on the air. I was on Oxycontin when I did that interview, and
during the interview with me, he was on Oxycontin.
It just got away from me talking about all this stuff, and I gotta face it.
Talking about Bobby Rydell tried to molest him while he was on Oxycontin, which he totally denies. He said now.
To try to feel better, and I'm a little dizzy, man. So this is it. Open and honest, man. Thank you for having me on, and you're my brother. You're my little brother, okay?
Absolutely, 100%, man. And just know, I actually have it in the chat right now. Chris Banks, who we will be working with in the near future, he says, "We love you, Brian, and big things to come in the near future."
Oh, thank you, guys. I love you guys too. I really do. You don't know how much that means to me. You guys are really, that means a lot to me. Thank you so much, Chris, and all the other fans, and you, because that's what I need right now is some support. And
the only thing they did was the next 5 shows group up like a bunch of little fucking girls and make fun of me and my family, and I guess that made him feel real better. Better than drugs, huh, Brian Danovich?
100%, man.
Big pussy.
We all support you. We all got you.
Well, thank you, man. I will talk to you soon. I don't know how long I'm going to be here, but as soon as I...
See, these have to be my review comments every few seconds, or every few minutes, maybe.
100%,
just to kind of make this my own, you know?
By the way, we have Joel Bryan's in the chat.
If he could take my videos and make it his own just by talking over it with him and his stupid friends, then maybe I should be able to do the same.
It's definitely going to happen.
Absolutely.
All right, Jimmy, I'll talk to you later, my friend.
All right, have a good one, brother. Thank you for calling in.
Social media is so fucked that this is how I have to get my video back from YouTube and re-show it, is to review it. Really fucked up shit.
Brian Danovich.
Yeah, no one fucking cares. No one fucking cares.
He's a great dude. Just overall, nothing but positive things to say about him. And honestly, it's sad because it seems like, the shittiest things happen to the people who are the least deserving of it sometimes. So we all wish him well. We all want him to get better, and we all know that he's going to be back here bright-tailed and bushy-eyed.
That's not the way you say it, dickhead, but whatever. Come
I
on,
want to
just
thank the
move
chat
on,
for the
jerk
support
off.
that you showed for him. There's
Jesus.
a lot of, thank yous. There's a lot of get well, Brian.
That's why this show is 2.5 hours.
I'm sure that he's
because
really
he
gonna,
couldn't just
he really
stick
needs
to the
that.
fucking subject and play
Appreciate
something
that.
through.
I wish
He's
we
got to
could
get
keep him
off
on
the
for a little bit. I
topic
would
and
like
talk
to
about a
read him
whole
some of
bunch
the
of
things that you guys
nonsense.
are saying,
But whatever.
great guy.
That's me for
So
not
we will have
editing
him
it.
back on very soon. And
I can barely
we wish him
stand
well.
listening to it right now.
Let's move forward with this
So editing it was like,
weird thing to like
beyond
take
me.
away from like there's one serious topic and then like another one just like calls in midway, and now I have to get back to that one. It's crazy. It's a crazy week. Like I said, very fucking hectic here. So let's continue with this Angel Amoroso thing, and let's all I want to say thoughts and prayers because that's bullshit, right? Let's just all wish Brian the best and hope for the best for him because he's a good dude and he deserves it.
When I was 15 years old, none of you should let your children hear this man. He should not be writing children's books.
And for anybody just tuning in, because I am seeing the numbers go up a little bit here, this is Angel Amoroso. She was in ECW. You might know her of that fame. She's been on the channel a few times, and she's always had the same claim that Mick Foley molested her. That he, when she was underage, I believe at the age of 15, that he didn't force himself on her, but they consensually had sex. So that's what's going on here. That's where we're at. And shit. Yeah, that's where we are. And the chat who's saying that they don't know Brian. Brian is from Tough Enough. Huge dude, huge personality, most importantly, huge heart. The guy looks like Donkey Kong in a top hat. He's got a lot of personality. He's a great guy. He's funny as hell. And if you haven't already, I highly suggest checking out his Wrestling with Regret video. He was on there. I think it's Wrestling with Regret, the $1 Million Tough Enough Challenge. Look it up. He was a lot of fun in that, and we hope to have him on the channel so he can be a lot of fun here too.
That's the Santa Claus letting my traffic can see what it is you did to me. And what I'm not going to give you a chance to do to other people.
Are we back on Rewind again?
Everyone. Mick Foley is a child molester. Mick Foley had sex with me when I was 15 years old. None of you should let your children hear this man. He should not be writing children's books and dressed as Santa Claus, letting children sit on his lap. If you're here and you're going in there and letting this happen, you're completely out of your minds. And I'm here to tell you that all this should stop.
Okay, see now the chat's asking a very important question. They're saying, why didn't she go inside and confront Nick? Why was it just to not support him by paying? I really don't know. I don't know. That's why I would have liked to have her on air. I would have liked to try to get her in.
I'm sure you would have.
Her. I've tried to reach out to her on Facebook. She will not respond back to me. She's pissed off at me that I said that we need to take a hiatus. And she's probably going to hear about this stream and think that I'm shitting on her somehow. But, that's the story. That's what's going on. So why didn't she go in? I would guess, and it's just me, but I would guess it's because the people inside wouldn't let her. But then again, that's just coming from me. So let's finish watching this. And also in the comment section, it says she said fuck Ultimate Warrior, Road Dogg, Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, and Dave Meltzer. I call bullshit. Why would she?
What do you call it? There's a cop there, so I don't know if maybe that she's afraid to go in, and maybe she'll be afraid to be escorted out with by the.
That's kind of what I'm saying, though, is that I think that she's the reason that cop's there. Like, that cop is going to earn his fucking paycheck tonight. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm trying to say. I think that cop was called there to make sure she doesn't do anything too incredibly stupid. And a lot of people are saying it's bullshit lies to try to make her relevant. You know what? Here's what I'm going to say. I don't know that this happened, but I will say that at the very least, I truly, truly, truly believe that Angel believes that this happened. Whether it did, whether it didn't, she has such conviction, and I truly think that she believes that this happened. To the chat who's just tuning in, saying that this is just coming out now, this is something that you.
Well, let's reword it real quick. we're sure that she's being like that she's being truthful in what she is saying, and because she's saying it with like a truthful way.
Right.
You know, like in other words, like yeah, she believes that this really happened, but
right.
It doesn't seem like it's just bullshit, like coming out for attention. Like this legitimately is something that like bothers her.
Yeah, it doesn't. Like this is something, you know, that this is something she's doing for money. That she's doing this for monetary gain or like, you know, temporary fame or anything like that. I truly do feel that like this is something that she believes happened, whether it did or it didn't, whether it's true or false. She believes that this happened to her, and who knows how much of it is true. And I think that in a lot of stories that there's usually at least some truth in some of the things. I don't want to call Angel a liar because I truly don't feel, even though I'm not talking to her, even though we're not on good terms, I don't feel that she's a liar, because a liar would be somebody who knows the truth and intentionally tells a lie. I don't think that she this is somebody who's, one way or another, any way you cut it, this is somebody who's not mentally 100% there. This is somebody who's needed therapy for many years because of a lot of bad things that have happened to her as a child, which I'm not going to get into because I'm not at liberty to. It's not just this. It's not that shit. I don't want to bring up her entire past story, but you know, she does have her fair share of problems. So if this isn't a true story, this is still a true story to Angel. That's what I'll say. That's my piece on it. Let's continue watching.
And it should stop now. This city rape is a pedophile prick. Statutory rape is rape. That's that.
That's that.
Come out. Say otherwise since you're in there. What? You can see, and you know what you did. So come on out. Why don't you just say you're sorry as a kind gesture? You freaking hypocrite child molester. Come on out and tell me that I'm wrong. I'm the one who went through this, and now this man should be having children sit on his lap. You gonna come see him? You gonna come see Nick Foley? You gonna come see Captain Jack? You gonna let your kid sit on his lap? He's a child molester, and everyone should know about it. There's not one person in Bethlehem that won't know. By the time I leave tonight, everyone's gonna know. And if he doesn't want to come out as a kind gesture and say that he's sorry, or even acknowledge me, I'll stay here until someone comes out and tells me to move.
And that's going to take a lot longer than somebody would expect.
If any of you stand against child molesters in professional wrestling, stand with Angel Amoroso. I am Angel Amoroso, and Nick Foley sexually molested me when I was a child. And I'm here to let everyone know. Don't talk, please. Read the sign because everyone needs to know. Cactus Jack is a child molester. This man has children sitting on his lap just like Santa Claus, and he should be ashamed of himself. He's a representative of a right-wing incest group, and he should not be allowed to have victims and incest victims sit on his lap. He's a predator, and he deserves no right in this world.
All right, judge me. Go on. I don't give a fucking flying fuck. Judging someone and harassing them, by the way, are two totally different things. I just
warned you guys today was going to be a really weird episode, and you all still tuned in.
Mr. Hardcore has nothing to say now. Nothing to defend yourself, Nick. Mr. Holy Foley. So holy that he would have sex with a young child. Him and all of his friends, all of his WWE legends.
Hold on, there's a really good comment right here in chat that Jack Dunham brought up. He says that she seems dead serious. I wouldn't say she's lying, but I would not think she is the best witness. And that is 100% the truth. Angel, in the court of law, not only because of the time limitation, but also because of who she is as a person, because of her mental illnesses, she would not really be taken all that seriously in court. And that's the problem with this. Is if this was a true story, then she's not really pleading her case here. She's, this isn't really.
I'm not allowed to be a victim.
Telling of somebody who's in like perfect mental health.
How dare I?
So I agree. I don't think that she is her best witness. But there's people in the chat who are saying that this is something to get attention. She's been saying this story for years. This isn't anything new. She's not trying to jump on the bandwagon now. She's been trying to get out for one reason or another forever. As a matter of fact, from the time that I met her, this was one of the first things that she tried to speak to me about. As a matter of fact, if anybody tries to speak to her, this is one of the first things that she will wind up telling you about.
Take advantage of a young child from the age of 12 years old. 12 years old. Imagine your child being taken advantage of at 12 and 13 and 14 and 15 and 16 years old.
Is that the fucking Grand Wizard? Is that the fucking the wrestling manager? Is he alive? Is that him?
Fucking Mark.
With a young child, him and all of his friends, all of his WWE legends, would have taken advantage of a young child from the age of 12.
Yo, I can't see anything.
What do you mean? Is the chat having that problem? Can chat see it?
Because you're a couple of blind motherfuckers.
Chat,
that's why.
Guys?
They can't see.
Guys.
Fucking couldn't see with bifocals.
Okay, now I can see it.
Tell me this dude.
Yeah, I can see it now.
This
What?
guy. Tell me the fucking Grand Wizard, the wrestling manager.
The guy that's holding the angel was a child poster?
Yeah.
Huh?
Like, he's wearing a fucking turban. Like a yellow turban, and he's got these, fucking red glasses, and he's got a Santa Claus fucking beard underneath.
Imagine your child being taken advantage of at 12 and 13 and 14 and 15 and 16 years old by a bunch of professional wrestlers who have influence over them. Mick Foley is a child molester. Cactus Jack rapes children. Do not let this man.
I love it. I love that the chat just asked, why does he only have an angel was a child sign? And immediately, it was almost like it was perfectly timed. The fucking dude switches signs. Now it says Pro Wrestling Brotherhood of Pedophiles, Heyman Hustle.
His friends should burn in hell.
Okay, so that's the end of that video. Now's the long one, guys. All of this has been the short videos. Here's the long one, though. Shit, get ready for that.
Because he has a right to steal them back to back.
I want to thank SoCal, who actually just recently got me the logo that I will be putting up in a short while. I believe he's still in the chat. Always manages to get me excellent shit at a ridiculously, amazingly timed rate. All right, so that was the normal stuff by comparison, because this is the third video, and this is where some people take it upon themselves to confront Angel. Now, this video was shot from her husband's phone camera, I believe, and you're gonna notice a little decrease.
So I guess
quality.
that was shot for your show too, huh?
It is still around the same, but the frame by frame, it's gonna take a drop. It's gonna go down. So let's take a look at that. How's everybody in the chat doing today? You guys?
I guess he's going to claim that my
yourselves?
husband was also part of his channel and shot this video for him, right? It was Tim Warner a part of your channel as well? Was John Rankin a part of your channel? Fucking douchebag.
Everyone else will start coming forward. Stuff like this won't be happening. You don't have the opportunity to let your children sit on his lap. God, yeah.
So glad that there is actually footage that I never did put up on a Facebook live stream or any kind of YouTube. So there is actually material from this protest
Chris Banks in the chat
that
brings
no
up
one
that
has
he's
seen.
Wrestlers. So saying wrestlers are Brotherhood of Pedophiles, it's kind of a dick move and deserves a dick punch. I agree with that. Her husband was a wrestler too, and after hearing these stories, he immediately stopped. So she seems to have some kind of an impact.
But at least we got on the other side of the street, and I got bumped on the traffic police in the traffic store. I see the annoying people in the store. Don't care so much about that. You care about the next one. Your captain's down here at all, and if you'd like to meet us to Arabian bookstore to join our protest, come on up and let these people know that Captain Skank quality is a child molester. Let me know the legends of our child molesters. The fact.
All WWE legends are child
Who
molesters.
said all? Who said all?
All of them.
Who said that?
Even the dead ones.
Every single fucking wrestler that you've ever seen, child molester. You saw
Fabulous move up, child molester.
You saw Hogan slam Andre? Nah. You know what you saw? It's fighting over the child in the front row.
Can I just say, like, how would Andre the Giant even be able to molest a child? He would.
Now
crush
start
the
to
child
make a joke
before
out of it
you could
because
even molest it.
it's all starting to be funny, right?
Fucking grab a child. You have to like hold like that. You ever see Jack and Beanstalk where we're like,
Have you seen him holding a fucking beer can? It's
Assholes
scary.
making fun and jokes out of child
imagine he had the
molestation.
tiniest dick in the world, though.
That'd be funny.
Like, you just got that over proportion.
Anything to get subscribers, I guess.
That's what because like all the testosterone just like fucking drained from his balls, dude.
They're actually talking about what if Andre the Giant molested a child. This is what their conversation is about while they're trying to review a video of me.
I gotta bring Chris in here. I think I might just bring Chris in here. Chris is saying in the chat, Pat Patterson was the best wrestler because once he got behind you, you're fucked. Oh man.
More jokes.
Did you
And
just
not funny
toilet
ones.
flush, Denny? Yeah, Franny, did you flush your toilet? Is that what you were doing? Were you taking?
I was taking a piss.
Nothing's off limits with these people. Real professional.
See, the other thing I don't get about this is that she's very clearly taking like pride in annoying people, and I don't understand because that wasn't, you know what I mean? Like,
do they know what a protest is?
That shouldn't be your goal. Your goal shouldn't be to annoy people. You should be trying to get a fucking message out.
And that should prove that he doesn't know me at all.
Angel, I'm insulting this idea because, like, this is exactly why I don't like protests. Because it's always like, it's going to be a peaceful protest. But then you have some extremist asshole out there who's yelling shit at the top of their lungs and, like, causing people to look at them. And then people are going to go, oh, that's the point. But it's like, they're not.
Those are the Yelp reviewers.
So we just shouldn't do it because you don't like it. Okay,
they're not
Snowflake.
looking at you because you're
All right.
Wow, who's this loud, obnoxious fucking twat? I know that's what I'm thinking.
You're the only loud, obnoxious twat here, buddy.
I wasn't on that street. But if I was on that street, that's exactly what I'd be thinking. And then I turn to my left and I go, oh, it's Angel. It's Angel Amoroso.
That just says right there that he doesn't know me. Who doesn't know that I'm a loud, obnoxious twat? It's the first thing you learn. Just proves he doesn't know me.
Like, look at that line. Seriously. Could you fucking imagine? Could you imagine being these people? Like, you go in there, like, oh, hey, we're going to take the kids to visit McFoley because he's their favorite wrestler. And then some fucking asshole is right outside the goddamn store shouting about how he's a fucking pedophile and whatnot. Like, I mean, what do you do? Because, like, at that point, then you have to go in the car and explain to your kid what the fuck a pedophile is and what he sucked my dick when he sucked his dick when I was fucking 9. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't. It just. It,
When
it
I was
shouldn't.
9.
It shouldn't
Did
be,
I
is what
say
I'm saying. It
that?
shouldn't
A
be.
child should never have to ask what a suck is.
Right. Like a child should not have to know what the meaning of pedophile is. No one actually should really need to know, because there shouldn't be any of them. But there are, and that's the world we live in. But seriously, it's a little bit ridiculous. How many people have seen these kids wrestle? Mr. KJ asks. Okay. Well. Need I remind you that a lot of those kids love WWE, and they know that the WWE Network is only $9.99.
What was that about?
Franny?
Why is he
It's only
advertising
$9.99.
WWE Network? Why is that in the middle of my video?
Hire me.
Hire him? Hire him. He just did a WWE ad in the middle of my video. Hire him, he says. Okay. I'm wondering where this motherfucker came from.
Thrax is asking, how many of these kids know what molester means? Well, probably none of them. But my point is,
all of them should.
They now have heard the word. They now know that word. That word is now in their vocabulary, and I think that everybody who's there, like if you were a child in that situation, you hear a woman who does not she has blue hair. She's like, she doesn't necessarily look
knock me for blue hair.
One of the mill ordinary.
And you do?
Just out there screaming things that are clearly not positive about your idol. You're going to ask what those words mean.
Especially if she has blue hair. Oh, God forbid. That really means a lot in this situation.
Your hero has sex with teenage girls. That's your hardcore hero. Your WWE legend right there. You want to hear your daughter? He has sex with children.
It's funny, later on in videos, he said he never made the comment about the blue hair. You'll hear it.
Dude. Tell me that you fucking saw that.
What, the little kid? Yeah.
He turned around and she's telling him not to sit on his lap. Oh, God. You know what? Wall standards are creepy enough. Maybe we should just end that in general. Like, we should just not be, like, lap sitting. But just, it's just such a fucking weird thing. Like, tell me that kid's not going to ask his dad why. Tell me that's not going to happen.
The kid turned around because the door opened, by the way.
Can't get on the property. All right. Swing around.
The cops are now stopping her, I believe.
That was actually my husband talking, but you keep making stuff up, kid.
The cops are now the ones that are speaking to her at this point.
Yeah, take a look. Take a look, because it's not going away.
Fucking idiot. Do you see the cops anywhere? Where's the cops? Where?
See, not only that, like, Mick Foley's
making shit up.
And holding up signs, rape is, statutory rape is rape again. Dude, 100%. Mr. Jacob says it in the comments. Mommy, what's molester mean? Innocence lost. %.
Where's the cops?
And like,
anybody gonna
really
notice that he just made up a lie?
This is not the way to go about it. You want to protect them at all cost, and like exposing them to that this shit happens in the world is not helpful. It's not as shattering as the actual occurrence, but like, it's pretty fucking up there. Your child. You gotta. What are you gonna do? Just listen. Earmuffs. Whenever that woman speaks, earmuffs.
Texas Jack is a child molester. Don't support that man.
Where's the police?
Yeah. Don't support that man. Support a man that has sex with teenage girls. He should be ashamed of himself, and so should you. Maybe you don't know where it is yet. So still, these people know this, and they're still bringing their children in to see him anyway. Because I guess that just like talking about it.
Where are these cops that he just told you was hassling me? You see how he makes stuff up, right?
I don't think that'll happen in this very close. As much as we irritated bookstore. No blame to them, of course. But,
In the comment section, it says, I'm surprised that pissed off dad hasn't gone full-blown Hulk mode and told her to fuck off yet. Well, there are a few people who talk to her. Just wait.
they don't know about it. Well,
I think that last one said there's no excuse for sex with a 15-year-old child. I don't really
That's
need
not
to
what
read
it
you all
said.
of these. They're very repetitive, as you can see. Hide your children from Saint Nick.
And that's not what that said either.
At least we prove that freedom of speech does still exist, and we can come complain about our problems when they do exist, and warn people about how to protect their children from child molesters. If you don't want your child hurt, I suggest you don't take your children to any book signings, wrestling events, or anything else that Nick Foley, Cactus Jack, does, because if you have teenage girls, he might just feel big enough to have sex with them and never suffer any consequences over it.
Okay, here's my thing. All right, now, I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to be real with all of you. I'm going to speak from the heart right now. And I'm going to say, like, let's say that Mick Foley did do this. Let's say that he did, just for this hypothetical. Let's say that he did do this. Because I know a lot of the chat is not in that category. A lot of people don't want to hear this. A lot of people don't think that he did. That's just where y'all are at right now. Let's say that he did. This is something that happened 20 years ago, maybe 2015, but a good amount of time ago, right? When he was a younger guy and she was clearly a younger girl. That's the problem here. But is it not possible that if it was a consensual act, which she claims it was, that happened during the days of ECW, when once again he was younger, maybe
Never
he was in
said
his
it.
20s or 30s, does not make it right, still equally wrong. But I'm saying before he had a family, before he was maybe more of a person, you know what I mean? And again, she went into the thing consensually. That's the one thing that we want to bring up here. So maybe it's that, and like there's never been a case since her that at this point in time where somebody said Mick Foley has done something. Ever. There's never ever been any other case, right?
Is that so?
So I think it would be fair to say, assume that if what she said was true, that even with that context, that Mick Foley would more than likely not perform in that kind of behavior at this day and age. Is that not fair? Like, and again, we're living in the mindset right now for this hypothetical that this is absolutely a true story. There's 100% no exaggeration, truth. Is that not, does that not make sense? I want to hear what the chat is saying.
Does what not make sense? That you're saying I have no right to complain because
I
it's been
agree.
20,
It's
25 years.
Because
right?
at that age, a lot of people tend to do some shitty things, and you as you grow older, you change. You wish not to relive those those days or whatever, or those mistakes. But at the end of the day, if you've tried to be a better person, it's. I think it's it's forgivable, because like if it was like
Well, hold on. Sorry, in the chat, this day and age, sure, he wouldn't fuck a 15-year-old today. The question is whether or not he did it when he was under far less scrutiny. Right, but what I'm saying is that if she's concerned for the children that are going there, that's what she's saying that this is for. She's concerned. Don't let people sit on his lap. This and the other thing. What I'm saying is, does it not make sense from the context of her own story, like that would not happen, that would not be a thing that happened? From the context of her own story, when she said that this happened 15 to 20 years ago.
What?
When she said that she was 14 or however old she said that she was at the time, when all of this occurred, and he was under far less scrutiny, sure. Right now, he's an adult man. He's a much older adult man, I should say. And he's a much more mature man. One would think that he's had a family and whatnot. He's been been an advocate against these type of things, et cetera, et cetera. So he's grown to be a different person, right? On top of that, her story was that it was consensual. So if she was 15 years old, which again, I'm going by her own sign right now. Her sign says a 15-year-old child, right? When this happened, right? And this was a consensual act, which again, I'm not going to keep saying this, but I want to emphasize, at no point in time would that be right. She was consenting. I understand, Mr. K, but listen to me out. If she was consenting to the act, even if she couldn't necessarily consent, if she was going along with it, if she was okay with it, then at what point in time would that make her say, 15 to 20 years later, that he was going to touch a kid he sat on his lap? In the context of her own story, this does not make sense. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not saying that she's lying. I'm not saying she's telling the truth. I know a lot of people in the comments, are saying that she's a liar, this and the other thing. And I would never say that because I don't know. I would, but what I'm saying is, from the context of the story that I'm being told, from what I'm hearing, it does not sound like that is a serious thing to worry about. That's not something to worry about. That's not something, you know what I'm saying? Is it just, am I sounding stupid? Fucking tell me in the chat if I sound retarded. Let me know.
I
Totally
to this
retarded.
point, I haven't heard whether or not, like, from herself, whether or not Mick Foley knew she was 15 at the time that this incident happened. Because I mean, like, you always hear, there's also, like, I don't want to, like, throw a monkey wrench in the situation, but like,
hold on. It's actually really, really, really funny that you say that, because I remember she said something along the lines of this. She said that, because I'm trying to remember a Facebook post. She posted something about this about a couple weeks ago, and then somebody commented on somebody who she worked with was like, "Wow, how old were you in 96 or 97?" Because that's when that dude who commented fucked with her. And she was like, "Oh no, don't worry. I don't count anything as pedophilia after my marriage." She was 16 somehow, somewhere. So she's like, "Oh, anything that happened after that doesn't count." Like, what?
Not what I said.
How do you make this distinction?
You could go to my Facebook and see that comment. I'll pull it up later, as a matter of fact.
When it seems like, from the stories that I've heard, he had, like, not the least to do of things, but he had very little in comparison to others. That's what I'm saying. I don't even think that long for going to protest and she felt that this was the truth. What I'm saying is that it could have been obnoxious, loud, let's ruin these fucking kids' lives. I understand you're trying to keep the children away from there because you allegedly feel that they're at danger, but I really feel like this is more so about you trying to get justice. That's what I feel.
I feel like this is more about you trying to get
More of
attention
a personal vendetta
and
than it
act
is
like
you
you're
worrying
sticking
about,
up for the
like,
kids.
Because like if you're worrying
and
about
you're
the kids, I
not.
think
You're
you would,
just getting
try
attention
to, like,
for yourself,
Mr.
douchebag.
Kasia, who is saying she's fucking with Foley because we'll give her the most exposure if the story breaks. Dude, I have more to tell you on that because this is a part of this where it just does not add up. It doesn't make sense anymore for me. So after we get through with this video, I'm going to give you a couple more details on the story because there's a follow-up after this video. And I don't want to spoil it now, but there's just things going on that don't make sense here entirely to me and other people as well.
For some reason, he thinks he has more details, and he doesn't. You already seen everything that he has. Played the video yesterday. Watch it.
Now, Mick Foley is a child molester and had sex with teenage girls. And I think I've made my point. It's a peaceful protest, and we appreciate the officer here being so patient with us for this. Unless he comes out to apologize, we're done. And we know that he won't.
If I was beyond my rights, I'm sure I would have been arrested.
He knows what he did.
I know what my rights are.
Thanks for not arresting us. We're out.
Chris Banks brings up in the comment section, have you seen the pics of her when she was 13 to 15? She lied about her age and looked and dressed older. Yes, she did. She looked like a full-grown adult.
Who lied about their age?
Who knew what? And
Whoever
that's
said
something
that?
that we should bring up. We don't know who knew what. the only person that I can think of by her story, the way
Chris
that she told
Banks
her
making
story,
statements
the
like
only
they're
person
facts. When
definitely,
I've
without
never
a
met
doubt,
him,
that I
don't know
that
him.
She told me, knew her age was Paul Heyman. But then again, he would have had to because she was under contract for him for a time being, right? Actually, what am I saying? So was Mass Transit for that one day, and he didn't know how old he was. So, but no, according to her, everybody knew. I don't know what's true. I don't know what's false. Where we're at. Holy shit! We're only 6 minutes in, and we have like fucking 14 minutes left of this goddamn thing. Fuck. Okay, so the chat is saying, why does she tag Paul Heyman? Somebody else says they're confused. If you need any questions answered, now's the time to present them. But to answer those two, Paul Heyman, she tags constantly because, according to her, Paul Heyman sort of pimped her out in a way. And I don't know how to help you with the confusion unless you tell me what you're confused about.
I stand with Angel Amoroso. And if you are against child molesters in professional wrestling and everywhere else, I suggest you stand with Angel Amoroso too. Be sure to use the hashtag I stand with Angel Amoroso.
Use that hashtag because if you don't, you're not my friend. And then you're not supporting me.
Against child molesters in professional wrestling. Or anywhere. And that about wraps it up. I am Angel Amoroso. Thanks for joining us here on our live protest. And if you ever want to join us in the future for one, because you stand for the cause and you are against fucking child molesters in pro wrestling, then please contact us, let us know, and we will be doing this any chance we get.
They're saying thanks for tuning in, but they're still like this is like 15 minutes.
He really thinks that this all had something to do with him to get this deeply involved and
Now they're
obsessed
talking about
on
leaving
this
these
opinion.
signs on Philly's van.
It's really sad how stalkers operate. He actually wanted to
Oh my God.
participate in all of this.
I hate how
I
much
didn't let
love
him,
this
and
one
this is what
comment
happened.
because it's fucked up, but it's amazing. Franny, you there? Franny.
Yeah, I'm
You're on
here.
mute.
I'm just on mute.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want you to hear one comment before we continue. Foley
All
got
right.
pregnant and she gave birth to a boy. He spent his whole life living in a boiler room and goes by the name of Boy Kind. Now he wants the rest of his life.
More jokes because they really need to stretch this out
Fucking
more, right?
Fantastic. It really gives a whole other meaning to the term bang bang, huh?
Where are you? Not at all. Support your man. They don't have kids. They don't have to worry about it. Go in there. Get sex with children. Murder. A pedophile.
So, peaceful protest, huh?
Yeah, bro. It's just a peaceful protest.
Oh yeah, because
man.
this is so wild and out of control to chant something. It's not like he doesn't hear this ringside,
The thing is,
but this is out of control.
don't want to be a dick and show it. I actually wanted her on here. So this way, when people are asking all these questions to me, like, oh, how is she saying that she's pimped out Paul Heyman, but she slept with Ultimate Warrior and Dave Meltzer? Why the fuck would anybody fuck Dave Meltzer? Well, see, wish I had the answers. That I wanted her here to give those answers.
I bet.
We need answers, damn it.
No, it's the strangest fucking thing, because since day one that I fucking met her, everything that she wanted to do, like anything that she wanted to talk about was this. This wanted to go back. Let's do a podcast on this. The 2 times, actually, she was on my podcast. The first 2 times she went out of her way to talk about it, even if there wasn't like a segue to it. You know what I mean? It's just she's not having this fun with me today. I can see that she's online. Like almost being, almost entirely. It's like almost in this like.
It was a story about my life. I don't know what else he expected me to talk about. It was a friggin' 3-hour interview.
He's a wanker.
Whoa. Come on, did she was like, hi, your kid's gonna get raped. Like, I mean, she didn't say those words.
I did not say that at all.
Check the back of his pants when he gets off of his lap. Are you fucking kidding me?
This kid is making up stuff as he goes
He's
along.
not Michael Jackson.
And I hope you all hear it.
I'm sorry, you lost like just any fucking credibility like that you had going into this with that fucking comment. Like, oh, I care about these kids. Haha, your kid's gonna get raped. Are you fucking kidding me with that shit? Get the
I
fuck
said
out
your
of here.
kid's going to get
It's about
raped?
her. Whether
Those
it's
words
her
came out of my
this
mouth?
Isn't about Angel caring about
Please
kids.
listen
It's
to
about
this
Angel getting
again.
Justice for Angel in her own.
And this isn't
That's
about
what
you
it's about,
caring about
100%.
kids or pedophiles. It's about you getting attention as much as you can, telling as many lies as you can, you little fucking douchebag.
I brought it back a couple seconds because I was hammering on it.
Yeah, laugh about it. Laugh about his getting raped. Right? Yeah, it's really funny. Yeah, it's funny. Wait until it's your child. You could not even have one. You better check the back of his pants after he gets up off his lap with that laugh. Think it's funny? She won't think it's funny then.
When did I say he's going to rape your child? You see? He just replayed it. And you can see that he's making up stories and lying. You can see the proof that this kid is lying as he goes along. You know, having a satiric opinion on something and then harassing people are 2 different things. Not claiming copyright to anything, but then outright stealing it from other people, that's copyright infringement. Just to let you in on that.
Necessary Evil says in the chat, I'm still wondering why she never went to the cops, especially if she has mixed tights and stained sheets, allegedly. I
Who
agree.
the fuck said that?
I agree 110%. But again, there's a couple things that don't entirely add up in the story, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Here's where lies start to be made.
We'll get on to it. I'm gonna tell you right after this.
And everything gets out of control with these trolls.
10 more minutes. What am I talking about? We're almost done. We're almost done by comparison to how far we've come.
And trolls in groups and all over online spreading lies that they heard him say in this video.
I'm gonna let everyone know what you did to me, you fucking pervert. I'm gonna let everyone know.
And also, Mr. K brings up, why don't domestic abuse victims go to the cops? That's absolutely true. And I want to say I like that Mr. K has at least approached it because he doesn't seem to have any kind of agenda or bias here.
Does
He's
anyone
been
see
backing
the
both
sign that says
sides thus far.
statutory rape
But
is rape?
I like him. He's got
And
a
then
good
the
head on
sign
him.
underneath.
It's both sides of the story. I like him.
That should say it all.
You have my endorsement.
Get on Twitter, get on YouTube. I get paid. I go on eBay to try to sell a guy's tights that he left with me after he had sex with me. And I can't because he has my eBay account to me. And then he harasses me. And now I'm going to harass you. With the truth. Because that's all I need is the truth. Yeah, keep looking with your sad face. But you're going to go let your kid sit on his lap?
Harassing people with the truth.
Sex with teenagers. Read it.
Different than harassing people with slander.
I want to stop this really quick. It's not just me, right? Like this is fucking crazy. Right. Like it's not just me. Like am I the weird one for thinking that this is fucking insane?
I mean, like I said, it just seems more about her than it is about supposedly protecting the children. And it's hard to like get behind that message.
Well, also to be fair, you know, if it was about her, like if you're a rape victim and you're not looking to be the face of rape victims and you want to just fucking get justice for yourself, that's entirely understandable. That's reasonable. That's not an unreasonable request at all. I understand that. But it's just, it's the way that she's going about it that just, it's so bad. And you know what? Half of me wants it, because like I don't know if you guys have been here the entire time, but she did originally want to do this up in New York when Mick Foley was doing his book
And
signing.
he begged to be a part of it.
And I would have went there. I wasn't going to be holding a sign or any of that shit. It's not really my thing.
Yeah.
But I would have been there to like. But I wonder if I could have put in, or I would have just accidentally become part of the madness. Like one part of me wants to be like, oh, man, I wish I could have been there to like try to reel her back just a little bit. But then like she had only encouraging her, so I don't know that I would have been able to do that necessarily. Is that Angel's daughter right there? Yes, that is Angel's daughter, CJ. She very like her mother. They're very similar personality-wise.
How the fuck would he know that?
Just from everything I see, they are very.
He does not know my daughter.
Like best friends more than their mother.
Doesn't know anything about her. Never spoke to her up to this point, and all of a sudden can give you an opinion on her and what her personality is.
Like me and my family. My family loves her.
It's like a wizard. You must have a crystal fucking ball or something to look on people's personalities and whatnot. Real geniuses here. A couple of like therapists too, with the way they talk.
Oh, you're serious?
1 minute they get it, the next minute they're totally lost.
On my birthday, sometimes they let me.
Yeah, and then like the other fucking 364 days, it's shut the fuck up. Get a fucking job. When are you moving out?
Well, every time I do the call, they ask for me to come back.
Now it's funny, they seem to get it, but then they keep flip-flopping back and forth, so you can hear that they really don't get it, and along the way, they're making up lies that they then carry into other shows that you'll hear later when I play those videos out. But it's completely ridiculous, the lies that they made up, and how they continue to troll me and my family and harass us from this point on.
You know what? Before we get back into the video, I actually drove Sijit's car today.
Nice. I can't believe he actually let you drive his car.
Yes, me too. He was like, "Hey, you want to drive?" I was like, "Sure, I'll fucking do it." And I did really good. I almost hit a car, but other than that, I did really good.
No, Vinny, that's not how the world works. You don't almost.
Listen, no. Listen, he has hit cars, okay, in his driving life, okay. I've never.
But he has insurance. You don't.
That's fair, but he's the idiot who let me drive the car, so that's on him.
Oh yeah, technically it would go under his insurance.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, that's why this is 2.5 hours, because these two morons think that nonsense is important to talk about during something like this.
You are the
Why
guy.
don't you just start making
You're
more
the guy,
fucking
legit.
jokes about child molestation?
Yo, it would
idiots.
be seen as such a bad thing, like like he's your fucking servant or something, but in reality, you're just trying to fucking because it's not your fucking car.
These don't even
It's
sound like grown
you
men,
need a
by the
license and
way.
registration, servant boy.
We said that we're gonna tape it next time. Next time he lets me drive his car, which he's going to.
These are the kind of guys that'll never
God.
grow up.
Next time.
They really need to move out of their parents'
I
house
guess this
and
way he
get
has
jobs
the accident, but
and
we'll put it live
lives.
on the site anyway. It'd be pretty fun to watch.
Yo, if he's got like a dash cam, you should definitely like film it with a dash cam.
We should do that.
Or
You know what? The
GoPro.
thing is, I'm not a bad driver, but like I'm very cautious because like I'm a new driver, so I'm still.
Who
like
has
a
this much
granny.
time
Like,
on
I'm
their
just very
hands to
slow.
sit around
Like,
and
I had
slanderize
fucking
someone for
cars
2
behind me.
hours
He's
and
like, "Don't worry about
then
it."
break up the
I was
other
like,
half hour in
I feel like I
pieces
should
of
put cars
you
on a break
and
mode. He's like,
your
"You're fine." And like 5 minutes later,
incoherent
he's
half
like,
the time friend
"Okay,
because
maybe
he's eating
you
all
wanna
the
slow down
time.
a little bit.
And knock on other people. Who has time to do
That's
this?
funny.
Go get a job, kid. Go get a job.
You can't arrest someone after a certain time period. I mean, I don't really know how sex crimes, get prosecuted against, but like I'm pretty sure if it happened over a certain amount of time, you can't really like, ask or claim anything.
Oh, is that so? You can't ask or claim anything or say
Necessary
anything if
Evil
you're a
brings up
victim.
that she wrestled
Is
this
that
chick
so?
fully for JC Jump. Is this true? I didn't even fucking know about this. Are you sure? That's fucking cool. Spider Zero. No, I know how to drive. The thing is, I necessarily don't have a license. I have a permit and whatnot, and oh shit! Look who's here.
Who?
Yo. Oh, I don't know
What's
how
up,
this
Chris?
works. What's up? I'm sorry if I'm like kind of lost. I don't know how this
Oh,
works.
look,
Am
it's
I
our
on right
sick
now?
little friend,
Yeah,
Chris
you're on.
Banks.
We can all see and hear you.
Oh, y'all can see me. There's
Another
black on my
one
face
that
right
I
now.
don't know,
Fuck face.
have never met,
Just hit the little
never
camera
talked to
button
on
to
any
like to block
platform
it.
at all,
You guys see
but
the man
thinks
bun
that
that's
he
got
knows
going on
me.
right there. Extra fuck boy. Like an extra fuck boy.
Yes, extra fuck boy.
So Chris, what's your take on all of this? What are you thinking about all of this?
So I'm sorry, hold on, I'm stepping out. So it's like
First off, who gives a fucking flying fuck?
no.
Second,
my
who the
whole-
fuck are you to
my whole
even
thing about this
have
is,
an opinion? Who gives a
not saying that
shit?
she's lying. I'm not saying that at all. But like, I have a friend. You know who my friend is? Mutual friends. I used to hang out with her, very close, whatever. And
Right, yeah.
both.
We don't want to give away.
Yeah, I don't want to put the person on blast, but like I'm very tight with that person. And from my knowledge, they both used to lie about their age. That's why they both used to wear makeup and both used to look older as well.
And if anybody sees
Is that
pictures of Angel
so?
at that time,
Huh.
too, you would think that she was a full-grown woman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cause
Yeah, I just searched up some pictures and I was like, that don't look like no 15-year-old.
Yeah, like I saw, what was it? Some Rain YouTube or something like that, like posted comments. I guess it was her husband. And like, I'm not speaking bad about Angel. I'm not saying what she's saying is lying. I'm just a straight shooter. But like they posted pictures of her like when she was younger, with her with like Sid, and her was supposedly her 7th grade picture, and she looks like a grown ass woman. So like knowing that, and also knowing for the fact that she lied about her age.
Who allegedly raped her. You're talking about like the compilation of like pictures of people who allegedly raped her?
Yes.
I saw that. I did see that. It's a weird.
Yeah, and I
little
was
slot.
just like,
Go ahead, continue.
yeah. Point is, like, if you look at those pictures and like I said, like she's lying, knowing like that her and this other person used to lie about their age.
I did look like a woman,
pretty
but I
obvious, like-
never lied about my age. I don't know where they're
Honestly,
getting this from.
especially
at
from a
all.
wrestling point of view, like, and not even from a person's point of view. You meet a girl and you're at a place that you know it's 18 or older, 21 or older. You're not gonna be like, hey, I need to see your ID right now first. Even though in today's society, yeah, that would probably be the logic. You should always ask for ID. But back in those times, I'm sure you didn't have to. And not only that, like the way she's like trying to say every wrestler and like the brotherhood of wrestling is a brotherhood of pedophiles and shit like that.
I
Like, that's
didn't
just
say
a dick
every
punch
wrestler.
and a slap in the face to all of us.
I made a
Absolutely, and
specific
that's
list,
shit.
idiot.
And the thing is that it doesn't make sense to me is that like she's talking about all the shit that happened. But again, she was a wrestler. She was in matches. You know what I mean? Like, why would anybody ask somebody who's in matches, who is like, you know, who's been in the ring, if they, you know, for an ID card?
Nobody asked mass transit.
I personally never been ID'd.
Right, that's exactly what I'm saying. Is that like who might do either at that point in time? She looked like a full-grown woman. She had a couple matches. Her name was known a little bit to some degree. So who would think to do that? You're one of the boys backstage. You just came in. How do you necessarily know? So that's my opinion.
I'm sure he left, but I guess he got disconnected.
You know, he has the link. Chris, if you're listening, if you want to come back in, you're welcome to. Spider Zero asks, so you telling me that the Beth Phoenix is a child molester too? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Spider Zero. Oh, absolutely. Is she a wrestler? Fucking pedophile, child molester. Boom, right there. If they've worked a match, Spider Zero, they have molested a child. That's the way it works.
Keep
The
twisting
little
people's
Asian girl
words.
from New Japan, that from DDT that wrestled Kenny Omega, pedophile.
Sorry, but it got cut off.
Go on and
Sorry
make a
about that.
joke out of it, because it's pedophilia is funny.
My what was I saying? The only problem that I have with the situation is the fact that, like, I get you trying to make your point, but like, there's other ways, and I get like, not everybody wants to go to the police, which is understandable. But same time, you don't go and tell a little kid like, don't sit on his lap. He made me suck his dick. Like, what? You don't say that to a child. The child's mind is innocent. Like, you don't
The
introduce
child
that
wasn't
girl.
there when I
That's
said
the part
that.
Like, me personally, dude, like, I spoke
The
with you about
fuck
the girl.
are they
Like,
saying?
if I was with my nephew or somebody, and like, or any kind of kid, and like bringing them to see McFoley, and then hear that, and they're questioning me about it, I'm gonna, not in front of the kid, I'm gonna bring the kid to a safe place, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna fucking react, because that's disgusting.
And that's exactly what I'm saying. Is that like, if you cared so much about these kids that you're saying that you're trying to help, you're trying to like quote unquote save, why would you do this? That's what it doesn't make sense to me. Like, why would you go out of your way? Oh, he made me suck his dick. Like these are kids, they don't know this shit. They don't need to be introduced to this shit at that fucking age.
Yeah,
and
like,
whether you're inflicting it on them or not, you know, you're still introducing this like to them. And your whole thing is you're upset because it was done to you. So what? You're gonna fuck over other people's kids?
Oh, so they can watch your YouTube channel and be influenced, but not listen to me.
Like, hey, mommy, what is rape? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like,
If that kid has an iPhone, he'd probably just be asking Siri what rape is.
or you know what I'm saying? That's something you don't want the kid to look up or know about.
Alexa,
Really?
what's the definition for rape?
I hope you're not really asking your fucking kid that right now.
No, I'm talking about the fucking Amazon thing, the Alexa thing where you ask them and like she fucking.
Oh, okay.
Actually, hold on. Let me see if Siri does that.
That's sick.
This is a good
Alexa,
topic
who is
to make
Kevin
jokes
Spacey?
about.
As a known disease, a crime typically committed by a man of forcing another person to have sexual intercourse.
Whoa! Typically by a man. What is this double standards here?
Wow.
This is all a laughable subject. That's great.
They made Siri an SJW.
Shit.
It's disgusting.
I'm
I
glad
can't
they
believe I
think
heard that.
rape is funny.
God damn it, Siri. I wish
I
that
am
was
so
a fucking
offended.
bit that I created. That was real life.
So statutory rape is funny, child molestation is funny, and flat out rape is
Typically
funny
by
to
a
them.
man.
Yeah, but it happens to females too. Have you never seen Orange is the New Black?
You know,
I guess we should all just accept jokes made about child molestation and pedophilia
that was a
and just
weird
laugh it off.
detour.
Like on SNL.
Let's see what we got left.
About it, but you'll learn it and know it. If you didn't know before, you know now. So maybe you should be in there with your children and with him. Get your children out of there. Do not let them sit on this man's lap. He's a pedophile. Statutory rape is rape. Now you look at it, you're wrong, you pervert. You're wrong, and you'll pay for what you did. File all over the street, 'cause I'm just about sick of it. And I'm sick of staying quiet, and I will not stay quiet anymore. You know what you did. A simple sorry as a gesture would be nice. You freaking hypocrite child molester. You're a hypocrite. You have sex with teenage girls and then have children sit on your lap. You should be ashamed of yourself.
All adult passerbys, not one
I
child.
don't want to sound weird here, but I feel like there's a significant difference between having sex with a child and having sex with a teenager. They're both wrong, but like one is worse than the other. I think I talked to you before, Banks, about like how like the lower the age of the child, like the more disgusting.
Let's just put it like this. There's a category for teens on Pornhub, so it's okay.
Oh, is that so?
No, but dude, that's not fucking okay.
Hold on, I want to guess. Can I take a guess? Is Piper Perry in that section a lot?
I wouldn't know. I don't really
So
go
that
there.
makes it all okay. If Pornhub has a teen porn section, so that makes it all okay.
She's so young, it scares me.
And again, this turns into a joke
I
that
don't know how anyone
they're
can
all
defend
laughing
this
at.
her, but like, maybe it's
You're
because
laughing
the
about
fucking
child
girl is
abuse,
she's fucking 12.
molestation, and pedophilia.
The girl Piper Perry. Like I've seen a couple of interviews
Piper
of her,
Perry?
but like she's a fucking child. She's in like every meme like that you've seen of like porn. Like, you know that meme where it's like a bunch of black dudes sitting around like a white.
Now they're talking about child porn.
That meme is hilarious.
Okay.
Yo. Oh my
That's
god.
fucking weird.
I guess you could do anything on a live stream.
I think fucking midget porn is sick.
We're going to test those
having sex with a midget
boundaries.
is weird enough.
Yeah, no, it's fucking. You know what's hilarious though? The other day I found a porn called.
Oh,
Revenge
are we
of the
searching
Slave.
for things that are hilarious now? During a video about child molestation and abuse, we're searching
God,
for
dude, it's
jokes and
just,
something to
like,
laugh at.
Like
All
4
right.
or 5 black guys who are slaves, just fucking the masters.
Just showing what a bunch of
daughters
idiots
and
you
wives.
are. Continue talking.
Oh, that's what I thought it was.
I'm just going to keep talking over them when they talk about
Oh my
shit
God,
so that
Dude,
I can
like,
make
it
this
starts with
video,
them,
give it
they're
my own
out in the
twist.
farm, like, you know, like raking leaves and shit or whatever, and they're singing, but they're singing about fucking the white master's like daughters that night, and like they're basically making
These
look
people
like
have like that
the white guy's
ADD,
stupid, so he's like, what are
like
they
their
really talking
attention
about?
is
And they're
all
out,
over
you
the
know?
place,
And
and
then
they can't
the daughters
stick
are like,
to
what
the
do you
subject
think they're singing
of what
about?
they
They're singing
started
about
talking
fucking
about
you
to begin
tonight.
with.
Like, oh,
And then
really?
they
Like,
wonder
you know,
why
what
they
is
have
the time?
2.5-hour videos that it just are not getting to the point quick enough.
Oh my god.
I mean, wrap it up already.
It's fucking hilarious. But
Stop
I'm sorry, the
stopping
most
and
hilarious
starting
one
the
I've ever
video
seen
and just
will
play
always
it
be
through.
China, Queen of the Ring. That one was just too funny.
Let's not even talk about that. Too far. Too far. That's really a childhood ruin there. Like that's. I mean, it might be up there with Angel being outside Nick Foley's.
Bro, I told you the best are like the commentary. The fact that like there's one guy dressed as Mean Gene doing commentary.
No, really? I got it. Hold on, is this the one where like the guys were like dressed like different workers? Like
Yeah, it's like you got
I heard
Triple
about it.
H, you got John Cena. Oh my god, no, because like, there's two. There's one where like the last one is just supposed to be Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair in China. And like this one was the most hilarious one because like the commentator literally like goes from like screaming and like yelling their like introductions to be like, okay, I'm gonna take it down to a golf voice now, and he just starts describing it was like Ric Flair just smacking.
This guy
her in
sounds
the
like
face
a
with his
freaking
cock and
slow
Hogan
second grader.
his erection up.
I just
manually.
cannot wait for this to be over.
Oh,
So
my
sorry
God.
for putting all you guys through this.
Oh, that's so bad.
Oh my god.
Even with 8 minutes left. You know what's funny? This is only the first bit. We haven't made it past the first bit. We're still on episode 1.
Hold on, there's more of these videos?
No, I mean, like there's more of the show, or at least there's supposed to be. We're supposed to talk about Riley a little bit, about the dog abuser. We're gonna have everybody.
Now we have some of the inside people in tears, and that's good. Maybe they'll bring their children out.
Do you fucking hear that? She's basically bragging about making children cry. Did anybody else fucking hear that?
I didn't.
No, well, we're just. Yeah, me neither.
Bring that back.
They're in tears. See that one girl, but she's in tears. So maybe they'll bring their kids out here. Hold on, I'm gonna talk to you guys again. That's I don't think I'm crazy. I'm pretty sure that's what I heard.
All right, now the concert's starting to roll up. So, probably gotta go. Keep rolling. Yeah. Now we have some of the inside people in tears, and that's good. Maybe they'll bring their children out.
Are you fucking serious?
No.
Wow.
But I'm gonna just get Chris's reaction right now.
I didn't know you were having me on camera.
Dude, if I ever see any of you motherfuckers, you are all going to be in tears. No threat. Fucking promise.
Like, how are you
getting
out of that?
She's happy that she made a child cry, and I don't.
And I'll be happier when I make
I
you
don't-
fucking cry,
especially-
you pussy.
I'm here for the kids. Look, the kids are crying.
Yeah, like right now, all you're doing is shattering their dreams. Like, it's creepy enough that I think Santa's creepy. Like, why are you sitting on a fucking grown man's lap asking for things? Like, that's creepy enough to me. Now you're happy that you're making kids cry about that. This episode of In Social Justice Warriors is brought to you by whoever's eating that bag of chips.
No, it's
God
not
damn it,
chips. It's
Jay.
like just a regular bag.
Oh, what do you mean? You're eating a bag now? What the
No,
hell?
I'm not eating shit, nigga. It's just like, girl, it's like removing plastic from like something.
My whole thing too, like, I think like what makes me think earlier I couldn't get this point across because I was trying to figure out how to fucking join this call, but she said something about like she was trying to sell the tights that he was wearing the night that they slept together on eBay, but he got it blocked. Obviously, she's trying to make money off of this.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Well, she's never. You know what? To be fair, she's never actually said that she wasn't in that retrospect. Like in terms of stuff, like she's always been like, oh, well, at least I'll make some money off of what he did to me. I think is
I've never said that.
direct quote.
Never.
I have a hot ass girlfriend, so I should sell her panties.
Really?
Isn't that me trying to make money off
If
of
it's
her?
a direct
I'm sorry.
quote,
I was
prove
just-
it.
What do you mean? Yeah.
I've never said that. It was an eBay auction. When you put things on auction, you get money for them when you sell them. Understand?
Then obviously I'm trying to make money off of that. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Dude, hey,
Like,
listen, I want to help you with that business endeavor. Japan, and they pay high price.
Dude, Japan has like vending machines of this shit.
Dude, yeah.
Like legit.
What, they think I'm on eBay fucking giving stuff away? Like, I shouldn't charge for it? I'm trying to make money
that's
off of
rare.
it. The fuck money?
Wait, that's
Fuck
like
outta
in
here.
the thousands right there. Like in a million yen.
Money, all right.
You're trying to make rent here.
All right, let's go on with this.
Let's have the opportunity to be assaulted on his lap. And maybe then he won't get to spread battery acid on her.
Battery acid.
That's not battery acid. That's what he calls his cum.
Okay.
Children.
That's what he calls his cum. Battery acid. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just swallow all that battery acid. Yeah.
Don't touch Mr. Sacco because
watch
it's filled with battery acid.
This is battery acid, you slime.
Oh.
Real funny.
Holy shit.
Keep joking about it.
I mean, like, that's the only thing. That's the only thing we can confirm, and we can believe her story. Is if someone else can confirm that Mick Foley calls this cum battery acid. And we can confirm that this story is legit.
Hold on, can somebody ask Siri to define battery acid?
We're looking for the Urban Dictionary.
This could be like this could blow something open here. This could be like a Harvey Weinstein.
Bro, this is like a conspiracy theory. It's a conspiracy. We got the conspiracy. Man, it's not hot.
And that's why the name Veetards came up,
There's no excuse.
because of this behavior from these types of people.
I thought she. Wait. I'm confused now. I thought she was 12 or 13.
Well, I'm pretty sure she's saying like around like from 12 to 15. I was raped.
How old is she?
I don't know. She's like in her 40s, though, to be fair. Like, cause her
All right, because Mick Foley is 52.
He doesn't know,
So if she,
but he knows me and everything about me, but he doesn't know how old I am.
52.
When it's on my Facebook
Yeah, 'cause
profile and all over the
52.
place in videos, he knows me, but he doesn't know how old I am.
After you're done checking
All
Wikipedia,
right.
you may want to check Wikipedia because that's usually a little bit more accurate.
you fucking dick, you know what
That's fucking. That is strange. And again, it would be great if she would have came on this fucking stream, so we would have had it.
I'm not good with math, so I don't know how to do this.
What does it say? Is anybody checking what year is he born?
Did somebody just do Mr. K in the chat? 2 + 2 is 4. Quick maths.
2 + 2 is 4 - 1. That's 3 quick maths.
All right, if he was born in 65, I'll tell you right now. 52, right? Yeah, 52. If you're born in 65, then he's 62.
All these geniuses need a calculator
And if she's
to
40,
do
that
simple
means-
math.
I think she's 42. I think that she's 40.
So then he was 25 and she was 15. So yeah, that's still not right. That's still pedophilia.
I like how he's
What's there to laugh about?
That's not.
They just figured it out, laughed, said it's not right, and then laughed?
Yeah, of course. If there's somebody that's going to go with, like, we can't have the argument one-sided. You know what I mean? We need to defend her.
Franny, should I bring Demi in here? Or you could go on mute and not answer my fucking question. That's also something you could do. You could do that.
He's probably in his bag still.
Mid-bag chomp. All right, let's bring in Demi. We actually play the video, and then I'll send Demi a link.
It's like they get it, they don't get it. A bunch of consummate D students is what they are.
And you can't stop.
No, I'm saying the same shit.
I think we all were.
By the way, my story never changed. They changed my story. Just stay tuned and you'll see how.
Right now. And everyone be kind to her because she also had to put up with dating me for a while. So that's.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, then.
Yeah, exactly. That can't really be good for anybody. So everybody be kind. Yeah.
People, these wrestlers, like they were my family. And they did nothing but abuse me and take advantage of me. And I will no longer stay quiet about this.
It's really bad because when we were talking just there, I couldn't help but think of Tommy Wiseau. You betrayed me. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god. I remember when I met Tommy Wiseau.
More jokes
You're a fucking asshole. We can get into you meeting Tommy Wiseau.
about shit that's totally off topic.
Mick Foley, Ric Flair, Sarah, Charlotte Ford, we're shall I save that for another time? Oh, should I go on? Brian Pillman, Dave Meltzer. Should I go on? What are your children see the Foley? No, but he has with 15
Super Dragon.
Wait.
Cabana.
She said Brian Pillman. He's fucking dead. Like, why are you speaking foul of a dead guy who can't defend himself?
CM Punk.
Should I take him off the list
Did she
because
say
he's
CM Punk?
dead?
No, I'm just.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Oh, that makes him exempt from.
You remember
the situation.
Sandman's little son? Yeah, he was a pedophile too.
Oh, you love that kid.
Oh, we're back to joking and laughing. Great.
Okay, let's go. I sent Demi the link on. Hopefully she's seen this. Or now
She's probably gonna have to go through the whole fucking thing that I had to go through.
Probably.
Yeah, you just gotta like click the okay, I agree to all this bullshit. And
No, you gotta like
I
sign
can't
in
believe
and download.
I really
and
believe it has lasted it for as long as it did, because I have so many other things I wanted to talk about today, but god damn, this is fucking. This is bad. Okay, so somebody's about to confront them right now.
He had so many other things to talk about, but he titled this "Angel Confronts Foley." This guy came out to redirect the whole issue into, I understand that you're a victim, but what does the WWE legends or pedophiles, the Brotherhood, he was so focused on finding out about the Brotherhood, which makes me think a lot of odd stuff about this guy and why he was sent out to misdirect the information that was being given.
Every single one of them. So this isn't even like us like exaggerating.
Yeah, saying every single one of who I named, not every single wrestler.
Like, fuck you.
You see how the lies are starting? Twisting
you know
our
what's really
words.
funny? You know what's really funny?
It's funny
Guys,
how you
this
twist
is fucking
words.
great. This is amazing. I'm gonna snapshot this because I want to make sure this is fucking. You're getting shit in real time tonight. Because the next story that I was going to bring up after this is fucking coming straight toward me, and I'm going to make sure that I fucking snapshot this before it just ends up getting deleted mysteriously. There we go. That's beautiful. That's amazing.
I can't wait to see.
We're going to have a lot of fun tonight, guys. I'm actually really glad I decided to bring Demi in.
See, all of these wrestlers that I'm naming, not every single one. I never said that.
The Ultimate Warrior. Hold on. Oh, wait.
The last several things they've heard just in 5 minutes. I've been in this area have all been serious personals. Piece of shit.
Shit.
I have no.
It's a serious curse word. I only cursed when the door was closed and there wasn't children around. So this is a bunch of bullshit. But I went along with it because it was about enough already.
I love that response. The language is the least of my worries. Yeah, because that's what he was worried. He was worried about your worries, not the kids in there. He was concerned for you about your own life. What a fucking tool.
When was Ultimate Warrior involved with ECW or around ECW?
Who the fuck said ECW?
One time ever, and it was that they were trying to bring him into ECW.
Hey, I got something for you. You come into ECW, I will give you this girl. Like, I don't see how that works.
I got something.
We're offering you this fine piece of pussy for ECW instead of a paycheck.
I don't see how that works.
More lies being made up
If it was coke, okay, that would
that
be
they
a
stick
story,
with
right?
as being the
We're
truth
talking
later on.
more than once. I would believe that.
Or from my boy Iron Sheik personally.
I never remember him being in ECW
I
either.
thought he's gonna give a little girl
Because he wasn't. As far as I know, never said it. Never said that.
If I could get
You needed to pay if you wanted to get with the power of the Ultimate Warrior.
More jokes.
Oh God, that's awful.
You think that he did the same phase that he does when he like shakes the fucking rope after he comes?
after he drops his battery acid.
Even worse.
I would love to meet the families that these friggin' pigs grew up
Remember,
in.
guys, if we can confirm the battery acid theory, then the story's confirmed.
Jokes about pedophilia. I hope you don't have women in your lives that you love.
Next time I see Foley, I'm gonna say battery acid to him just to see his reaction.
You gotta go up to him with an inhaler and like spray him with the inhaler.
Who told you my safe word?
Yeah, right. Oh, man.
My video, you can hear everything. It's much clearer. All this is shit.
Absolutely. This guy is saying how it is. You're taking your individual case, you're expanding it. You're making it to mean everything. Like, oh, hey, Demi's here.
Another person
Hi,
I
Demi.
don't know and
Hey.
have never met.
How's
Don't
it
know
going?
her.
Not much.
What are you up to?
Watching your live video.
Which is only going to drag
Right,
this
so-
out
so
to be
you wanted to come
longer.
in here. What would you have to say? You have
Yeah, what do you have to say? Because no one knows you and no one gives a fuck. Speechless, huh?
what was your input? You wanted to come in here, right?
Oh yeah, hi. Oh my god. Okay, I can finally see myself. Yay.
You're in.
Yeah, she looks like a fucking mad woman right now. Just spewing like. Yeah.
Oh, great opinion. Anything else,
Such
genius?
amazing words.
I'm glad that you're here though, because I want you to stay on for the next story that's coming up after this. All right?
All right.
Hey, Dan, I apologize.
Okay.
That you had
We
this
waited all that
experience
time to
me.
hear that
Just wanted to send my
genius
sympathy.
comment. She's a real fucking winner, this one.
Still want to say I'm sorry that you had to experience that as well, especially for the amount of time that you had to experience that.
Oh, this is
Happy
the girl that he was a cuck for all those years. That's right. I remember him telling me about her, how she was a whore who fucked other guys and he knew about it.
What you're saying is
Pathetic.
pro wrestling is a brotherhood and a cult, without a doubt.
Fuck you.
Yes, they are. This is where you're not punching. You're saying Paul Heyman. Let me see Paul Heyman.
Patrick, Patrick. Oh wait, hold on. Patrick Walsh is here in the comment section. Patrick is Angel's husband. Patrick says, Google Noel Foley. It's interesting in a quote she describes how battery acid has a bad taste. Can you do me a favor, Patrick? If
that
your
were
wife is
true,
around right now, could you ask her
hold
to
on.
fucking come in here?
If
Because
that
no,
were
she's not in here.
true,
Because I tried to get her in here.
why
I
not
wanted
put the
to
comment up on the
have questions
screen?
for her, and I'm trying to present her story the best I can. So without the full details and without the answers that I need, I really can't do a whole lot other than show the video.
My
that I
husband
promised
was
I would
not in the
show.
chat
So,
room,
Wait,
and
is he
that's why he
insinuating
won't
that-
show it
that'd
on
be
the
great.
screen.
Is he insinuating that Foley touched his daughter?
I believe that is what he's insinuating, and
And
you know,
again,
maybe
making up
maybe
lies.
we should look that up. Maybe that
This is
somebody-
another
somebody
lie.
Google that.
That's fucking. Oh my god.
Oh.
And if that was said and this was my show, I would put a screenshot up of that like I have been, just to prove what I'm saying.
I said I personally been around both of them at the same time, and you can clearly see that it's not a fucking weird relationship like that. It's a loving father-daughter relationship.
Right. And I mean, we've all watched, Holy Foley, or how I like to call it, Foley Knows Best.
I personally never seen that.
Me neither.
I saw the first episode because one of my best friends, Alan, he made me go, oh god, it was fucking terrible.
I didn't even know that. I forgot about it. But yeah, point is, like, I've been like.
So they just made a totally misleading comment that said my husband popped up in a
Also,
chat
one more
room
thing,
and
Patrick,
said that Mick
if
Foley
you don't wanna
molested
answer my
his
question,
daughter,
at least answer this,
which
my first question
never,
today. At least
ever
answer this
happened.
one. Were you not? Wrestlers are pedophiles. Then does that not mean that you are a past pedophile?
Or I'm a fucking pedophile in that case. I'm a fucking wrestler, so that means I'm a pedophile.
I was the ring
You
once.
think
I
you're a
guess so am I.
wrestler.
And so's Franny.
You're taking all of them are a cult, meaning that you're generalizing that every single one of them. And then the pyramid.
It's a
And then the follow-up
It's
statement
a
like,
pyramid. Wrestling is a pyramid scheme of pedophilia.
This is
Who the
all
fuck is that moron that keeps
misdirection.
saying that?
I don't want to say for sure, but I think it might be Patrick.
Oh my god, fucking idiot! Wrestling's a pyramid of pedophiles. You hear this dumb shit?
He's an idiot. You need to listen to yourself.
You know nothing. He knows nothing about wrestling. Listen. You clearly can't have a voice in this pedophile case. You're not a wrestling fan. But wait a second. You want this guy to be a fan of pedophiles?
That's not what was said if they would listen to the video that they're playing, but they want to continue to make up lies minute by minute
Regardless of this,
so that they could carry these lies into other
y'all are
podcasts
not
as
going about
trying
it
to
the
be
right
facts.
way. Any way you look at it, y'all are not going about it the right way. It's as simple
Yeah,
as that.
saying all that's like fucking. I just got a perfect example throwing at me. Saying that all wrestlers are pedophiles. Is
No
like saying
one
all
said
white
that.
people Are criminals and all white people are racist. It's the
And I'd
same
like to know
bullshit.
how any of them
Like,
would
how do
have
you
gone
just
about
fucking throw
this.
everybody in
The
one
bunch
group?
of fucking pussies that they are.
110%.
They wouldn't even have the guts to write out the signs and leave their fucking houses.
You know what? I don't want to get here. One thing. Okay, I'm glad you're not done. You're not saying, and I'm glad that I had her educated. Speak after. I did say a few foul words, which I do apologize. So your point, but do not in any way.
I apologized, if you just heard that. To the children, not to Mick Foley.
However, been addressed, and obviously, fully had people come out here to chat with us about the language that we're using to try to trace away. So, yeah, I think there's some foul language, but like I said, I apologize to him, but not to him, because he knows what he did. And he sent someone out here because he knows he's guilty, and he has a guilty conscience. And he's not going to get away
That was
with
really good with everything.
whether here or New York or somewhere else. I will be there, and I will let everyone know. So, we may be doing it here tonight, but we'll see you at your next book signing. Bet your ass with that asshole. Come on, let's go.
Oh,
Wow.
did Did she end it with a promo there? Did she cut a promo?
I think that's how she ended it. Like, it's one of those the promos that we spoke about before. Those Sunday type promos, man. It's it's very, very strange. I think overall, if she does put up another video, we're gonna watch it again. Like we're gonna if this happens, we'll continue to watch it. But maybe next time it will be a little bit. Probably it won't, but maybe next time it'll be a little bit more. What's the word? Maybe they'll go about it in a smarter way.
Next Saturday in New York at 8 o'clock at 999 666 Street. Mick Foley sign.
But like after I told you that, wasn't it like a glass shattering moment? Like you realize like all of those promos are like the exact same over and over again.
Yeah. Yes, definitely opened my eyes.
They just don't want joke time to end.
Oh my God, this is ridiculous. I'm still stuck on the whole all wrestlers are pedophile bullshit.
That's fucking great. That's fucking amazing.
That's fucked up.
And they keep saying it like it's going to make it a fact that it definitely was said when it was not said.
We're this it's fucking I know I just love that they went about this in the way that they did and thought, yeah, this is how we're gonna get the message out. This is gonna be good for kids.
That's disgusting.
Are gonna fucking share that fucking hashtag now. Whether it's true, whether it's false, how many people are actually gonna share that hashtag now that they've done that? How many people are gonna support of her? You know, they didn't do anything to help themselves. If anything, I felt like she hindered herself, if I'm being entirely honest. So I don't know where she would go from there. I don't know where they're going from there, but we will definitely stay tuned. I promised her I'd put this up. I wasn't lying. So here it is.
He didn't even know about it. He promised me he would
Demi,
put it up.
Like I said before, I'm glad
it was not for him.
Can you answer like a few questions honestly for me?
Here comes this useless cunt with her fucking opinions
and
that mean nothing.
Don't feel afraid.
No one knows who she is. Who gives a fuck? But yeah, go on, bitch.
Okay.
All right, so, and this will come into play. You'll understand after. When we were together, did I ever, at any point in time, in the 2 years that we were together, did I ever physically, like, lay a hand on you, like fight-wise?
Oh yeah, all the time. No, I'm kidding. Actually, no, you never did.
He's bringing this up because he has to defend himself against it because he admitted that he actually did, and that's why they're not seeing each other anymore.
Pretty serious fights, but he's never done that.
Why else would he be asking about it?
Fault, but that's
Think
fine.
about it.
Asshole.
Physically abusive, mentally abusive, and stalking.
And also, not only am I an abuser, I'm also a user. Did you know I used hard drugs?
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, did you know that? I used hard drugs.
Dude, you ain't passing those shits? That's fucked up.
No, but it's great because, like I said, I just got this story right now because this just came to me when I was when we were doing the thing. I got a
just
comment
out of nowhere, he starts saying these
enough,
things
the
about
other
himself
topic I
that
wanted to
have
bring up today.
nothing to do with
and
anything.
This woman, Phyllis Lou.
Who cares if he does drugs or
Oh
not?
my God, I saw that.
He's already admitted how he smoked synthetic weed for a long time and was addicted to it and got brain damage somewhat from it. And you can hear it in every word that he says that it definitely had its side effects on this tool bag.
See, that's the one thing that I don't get, because if you watch the video, at no point was that dog unconscious.
Oh, and also, she was calling it a fucking asshole and, like, ripping hairs from it, like, aggressively. But, like, this isn't something new. I worked for her. She did this shit all the fucking time. And I went to my girlfriend.
Now he's talking shit about this woman that he used to live with for free.
That doesn't go away exactly.
Used her, beat her, did all this shit to her, and now he's claiming that she's an animal abuser. And made a whole bunch of videos about her and her family, harassing them. And that's what they're talking about right now, which has nothing to do with me.
So I was told that,
but I'm not the only person who he feels the need to cyberbully and harass online constantly
You're breaking up. Hold
with
on, what are you
his
saying?
groups of trolls and nonsense
Damn it, you're
morons.
entirely mute right now.
It's just a
Fix that
ridiculous
connection.
way that he behaves. That
Demi.
he thinks he's behaving
I
like
think what
a
happened
man,
was V
but
sent her a
he's not.
threatening
He's a
fucking
little
message
boy,
telling her if she keeps talking, she's gonna beat the shit out of her.
a useless little
Oh,
child.
there we go. Okay.
He sent a bunch of fighting emojis.
Would be after the live stream, Colin.
I'm not really
What were
sure
you saying?
where
I
all
we
the
can hear you
talk
now.
ended.
Oh, okay.
I would actually like to
Anytime
end this
something
right
related
now,
with animals,
but
you're supposed to have a love for it.
yeah, I
And
don't know
she
exactly when he starts
really
talking.
doesn't
Let's
care
see
how
where we
she's
are
doing, as long
here.
as she's getting what she's doing.
She hates life.
Wow. Okay, there's
And I
like
don't mean
another
like
20
life
minutes
as
of
in
this.
general. I mean like she hates anything with a
I don't know
living
if I
life.
want to
Like
sit through
anything
another
with a
20 minutes,
heartbeat,
but I will.
She despises. She's always been
Because
a
why
nasty,
not?
nasty fucking woman. And Franny, when I first told you about this right before the stream, because you didn't hear about this, you were like, "Oh, that fucking crazy bitch you used to live with," and I was like, "Yeah, that's the fucking one."
I just remember that story about the bagel that you told me.
Puppers.
That bagel story was
Oh, yeah,
scary.
the fucking bagel I left in the room.
Puppy.
All right, Dad, you gotta close your eyes. You can't see this video.
Obviously, we're going to see a video of this woman abusing
Here's
a
her story.
dog
Here's her story.
because this is how he gets people to watch his fucking show.
Time and check out the video I made on this, explaining and detailing some of the other wonderful things that she's done in her lifetime. And also, you're going to want to check the comment section, which is we're going to go right to that after this. So it's important that you fucking choke the dog like that. Look, both hands. And she's saying, oh, at first she was like, oh, I wrapped my hands around its fucking chest.
Yeah, where?
Okay, so obviously she was good enough to
Chest.
use and
It's fucking
abuse,
chest.
but
That's its goddamn neck. You're dragging the
I
dog
agree
up.
it's disgusting
You're
what she's
fucking
doing, but it's none of his
double
business.
choke slamming.
I don't want to watch any
And
more of
she has
this,
the balls to
so
say, oh, you know what it is the dog
I'm going to
passed out,
end this, and I
was
want
trying
to thank
I
you
was
for
trying to
joining me
guide it to consciousness.
And her
on Angel Amoroso versus show 6, round 6, episode 6. Sorry about all the talking through. I hope you enjoyed what you did see, and I'll see you next time.